Join for free and use your smartphone, tablet, or PC to watch and wager when you can't be at the track.
Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 2 3 4 5. We're 31 minutes away from race 1 at the historic Summerside Raceway.
Here they come. Post time. Steve, straight, shut the camera up.
Live from Prince Edward Island, this is Race Day.
Good evening to Redshores at the historic Summerside Raceway, celebrating 136 years of racing. Tonight we have a terrific 12-dash card. We also have two matinees. The matinee finals will come up after race 2, and tonight's feature race is a dandy. Hello everyone, Hughes here at the HBI broadcast desk. Chairman's going to be calling all of the action tonight, along with Carson Wilkie. Wilkie will be announcing the matinee finals, so it's going to be a great night. We have a great feature race coming up in race 11. I'm going to post 6 and Corey McPherson, but it is a wide open event. I like to go with Screen Test. He's one of my favorites, so I'm putting him on top of my ticket. But he's in against some stiff competition tonight. His boy Elroy has post 1, Heart and Soul post 2, No Great Mischief from post 3, Mantario post 4, Moonrider has post 5, and Burnout Hanover has post 7. It should be a good one, but for now, let's send it up to track announcer Vance Cameron for all tonight's program and equipment changes. Vance.
Thank you, Kurt, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Redshores at the Summerside Raceway for tonight's racing program. This is event number 24 of the meeting. Fast track conditions, 15 degrees Celsius, the temperature at this time in Summerside. The track condition is rated by the officiating members from the Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission. Tonight, the senior judge is Mr. Derek Folland. The associate judges are Mr. Dylan Allain and Mr. Gary Devine. Now here tonight's program and equipment changes. First change, go to race number 3. In the third race, number 5, Overwatch, will go from blind to blinkers. Turning over to race number 4, scratch the 1 entry, LaVion Rose, she will not go. Race 4, scratch number 1, LaVion Rose. The next and the final change on the program, you'll turn to race number 7. In the 7th race, number 4, Brookdale Sienna, will go from a hinge bit to an Italian sidelining bit, and she removes the line pole on the outside. That's going to wrap up the changes. The Par Mitchell windows, they're open and selling. The first race post time is set for 6 o'clock leaving you with 26 minutes to make your first race selections. Let's go back to my co-host Kurt Hughes on the Race Day broadcast next to set up the on-track and off-track plays for this special Tuesday night at historic Summerside.
Thank you very much, Vance. Yes, Red Shores is pleased to offer the new Early Pick 4 with a $500 guarantee pool beginning on race 2, and the Super High 5 is on race 5, and again on race 12 with a low 15% takeout. And on-track guests, the Pick 5 starts in race number 6, and the ballots are inside the front cover of tonight's racing program. The jackpot is $500, and your ballots must be in before the start of race number 6. And congratulations to Morris Cody for winning the Pick 5 here on Sunday. And you can tag your ticket with the Wild Horses for a chance to win $25 jackpots on each race. And welcome to our HBI players. We appreciate your business, and you can use your account right here on track with our free Wi-Fi and always be first in line. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Little reminder on the backstretch area, no warm-ups after race numbers 2 and 4, as we have a couple of matinee finals to go postward. There's no warm-ups after race numbers 2 and 4.
to Race Day Live.
Welcome back to Race Day Live. I'm your host, Kurt Hughes, here at the HBI broadcast desk. Vance Cameron's going to call all the action tonight. We got matinee finals as well tonight coming up after race number 2 and after race number 4. And we got a treat. Carson Wilski will be calling those matinee finals, so that's going to be great. And our feature race comes up in race 11. It's a 12-dash program, and we have a lot of ways to play the horses tonight. I'm going to focus in on the early pick 4. We also have the late pick 4 and the super high fives coming up in race 5 and 12. But that early pick 4 kicks off in race number 2 tonight, and we're going to take a look at my ticket here. I'm going to go with the 5 in that opening leg. I like the yin yang on the dropping class, dropping down to the 401s tonight. Have been racing all the way up to the non-winners of 1351. 901s last time out, finished 6th, only beaten 2 3/4 lengths, and so he's dropping down again. Kenny Murphy's got a live mount in that second race. That is the John Stewart Memorial. So I like the 5 in leg number 1. Leg number 2, I'm going to go with the 3 St. Lad Skip and Dale Spence. He's teaming up with Brendan Mullen. They're a good combination, and St. Lad Skip putting together a real nice season. 1 win from 13 starts, but 5 for 13 in the top 3. A nice effort last time out, 4th by a length and change. Race timed in 1:58. Prior to that, he was 3rd in 57 and 3, and then 3 back, he was 2nd. Race timed in 56 flat. Dale Spence was in the bike on that night, and so Dale's in the bike again here tonight. So I like him in leg number 2. And we got a bridle change on the 5 in that third race. Overwatch going from blind to blinker. So if you early pick 4 players, you might want to write that equipment change down. Overwatch got a real good shot in there for Corey McPherson, going blind to blinkers in race 3. And then in race 4, I'm going to go with the 6, Better Be in Love. Again, it's Dale Spence and Brendan Mullen teaming up, and they are good together. If you look 4 back, this mare was a winner 53 and 4 in a preferred one in Charlottetown. She's been good this year. She followed that up with back-to-back third place finishes and then second last week, again at the preferred one level, in behind Dream Fair, Zenfire. So real nice mare. And the mare on the rail in that 4th race, it's the Cecil James Stewart Memorial, Lavienne Rose. She is scratched, so scratched down to a field of 5 in there. The 1 is scratched, so I'm going to go with the 6 in leg 3. And then in race 5, the final leg, I'm going all the way out to the 8, Stealing Bases, and Jason Hughes. He's teaming up with Ron Matheson, and this mare has just found her way down to the bottom level here, 401s. Last time out, she was at the 401s. Was driven aggressively by Mark Campbell, ended up finishing 4th. So another crack at the 401s here tonight in Summerside. Post 8, I don't like the post, but I'm going to put her in on top of my pick 4 ticket. I'm going to go 5, 3, 6, 8. We're about 12 minutes away from the opener, and again, our matinee finals go after races 2 and races 4 this evening. Here's a look at our selections for the opener here in Summerside. I'm going to go with a 3-4-2 backstretch beat, going 3-2-8. Also with the classifier's choice, going with 3-2-8. We're all on board. Wickedly Sinful and Taylor Doyle, a winner last time out in Summerside in her PEI debut. It was a winning effort in 201 and 2. 2-year-old filly by Mick Wicked. I'm excited to see her go here tonight. I think she's got a real good shot at going back-to-back for young Taylor Doyle.
introducing the first race pacers and the drivers on post parade. Number 1 is Paint's Pride. Adam Murner drives for owner-trainer Robert Phillips of Belfast. Money on owned by Geeter Bide, Raymond Primo, Robert Poirier, draw, trained by Ron Matheson, Jason News. Wickedly Sinful 3, owned by Robin Longiness of Summerside, trained and driven by Taylor Doyle. For Beach Day, owned by the Kickin' Horse Stable of York and William Andrew of Calgary, Alberta, trained by Ronnie Gass, driven by Corey McPherson. Dusty Lane Farrow is 5, owned by Basil Hunter and Douglas Molyneux of Stratford, Wade Myers training and driving. Windermere Arts number 6, owned and trained by Kyle Marchbank of Tyne Valley, Damian McClellan driving. 7 is McKello Hanover, owned and trained by Donald Sweet Valeri, Kenny Murphy drives. 8 is Talk Some Smack, owned by the Talk Some Smack stable of Charlottetown, trained by Todd Walsh, David Dowling. 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's opener. This is Race Day Live on a special Tuesday night program and the matinee finals. After race numbers 2 and 4, Kurt Hughes will be along next to set up tonight's opener.
Okay, here we go on a special Tuesday night program here in Summerside. Race 1 is on track. 3 minutes to post. We have the kicking off the early double here. We also have the exactor, triactor, superfecta wagering, win, play, show, and that you can tag your ticket with the wild horses. The jackpot is $25. And now we're getting a look at the 3, Wickedly Sinful here, and trainer driver Taylor Doyle doing a really good job with this filly so far since arriving on the island. Robin Longiness of Summerside is the owner. Nice first over bid there last week, clearing up to the front down in deep stretch, getting it done 2:01 and 2. Put together some nice miles at Grand River as well. Grand River, very similar track to our island tracks, and so very comparable speeds there. 2 minutes right down the lines, and so nice debut there of 2:01 and 2. Another week in the Taylor Doyle barn. I'm looking for Wickedly Sinful to go back to back. Currently 8-5 on the board. There is the 4 Beach Day, owned by the Kickin' Horse Stable of York and Bill Andrew of Calgary. 3-year-old filly by betting line. Corey McPherson doing the driving tonight for trainer Ronnie Gass. Post 8 last time out, made that break. Ended up 8 by 21.5 and race timed in 2:05 and 1. So we'll throw that line right out. We don't need to look at that any longer. The start prior to that, a real nice line, finishing third in 2:02 and 4. Nice effort, finishing 4th in 2:02 and 4:1. A nice qualifier there, second by 18. And so we're ready to mind her manners here tonight. She's got some talent, and so if she stays flat, she can be part of this triactor ticket. And I like her odds right now at 8-1.
Brady Sweet and Blaine McKenna, contact the Standardbred Canada rep, please. Brady Sweet and Blaine McKenna, contact the Standardbred Canada rep.
And now we're getting a look at the 2 money on the beach. Jason Hughes is going to do the driving for trainer Ron Matheson. This is a 2-year-old gelding by Sunshine Beach. Nice qualifier there in 2:03, and prior to that, made that break in the qualifiers. Still nice trip there in 2:03 and 4 for Gilles Barrio, making his debut here in Summerside off those 2 lines. I think this guy's ready to be part of this ticket. I can see him rounding out my triactor ticket. That's the way I see it setting up here in race 1. He should get a good trip in along the rail there from post 2. Jason's really good with the young horses, and so he's going to give this guy a good trip here tonight. 7-2, nice price on the 2 money on the beach. I'm going to go 3-4-2 here in the opener.
And a minor delay in the start for Beach Day has broken equipment.
The field for race number 1 here in Summerside are lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is post time. Let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Paints Pride, Money on the Beach, Wickedly Sinful, Beach Day, Dusty Lane Farrell, Windermere Art, McKellow Hanover, Talk Something Smack, top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, well back, McKellow Hanover, out to the front, there goes Wickedly Sinful. Coming from the outside is Windermere Arts, way wide is Talk Some Smack as they round the turn. Up in between horses, Money on the Beach, then up the rail, and racing from 5th. In the early going, that is Paints Pride. Then 6th on the inside is Beach Day, racing from 7th, Dusty Lane Farrell. and troubles at the back for the newcomer Michello Hanover. So Dowling aboard Talk Some Smack all the way from the grandstand side at 30-20 on the board. They're leading off at 29 and 4 opening quarter. Second is Wickedly Sinful around the turn. Third, that's Money on the Beach. Fourth is Paint's Pride. Off stride, there goes Windermere Arts on the run. Off the turn they come, down the stretch approaching the half mile. Talk Some Smack, clear by 5 on Wickedly Sinful. Third is Money on the Beach. Racing from fourth is Paint's Pride. Beach Day, she hit the run in here on by that opening half mile. Freewheeling on the lead. Talk Some Smack, the half in a minute and a 1/5. Out in front at 5/8. That is Talk Some Smack. Wickedly Sinful, well off the leader second. Third is Money on the Beach. Paint's Pride are racing fourth. Dusty Lane Farrow fifth. Then in the backfield, Beach Day, Windermere Arts, and Michello Hanover. 3/4 coming next. Talk Some Smack, oh, in the lead. It's starting to really close in is Wickedly Sinful second. Third around the turn, Money on the Beach. The 3/4 in 1, 31 and 1, and they turn for home. Talk Some Smack is all out on the front. Here's Wickedly Sinful right alongside the leader. Money on the Beach third. They land on the wire next. Here to open it up, Wickedly Sinful for Taylor Doyle. Second is Talk Some Smack. Third is Money on the Beach. Time for the mile in 2:01 and 1.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the universe, some slow-mo here for the Tuesday night opener in David Dowling and Talk Some Smack. Well, they were missionized here early. They jumped out to the lead from post 8, 29 and 4, half in a minute, 1/5, 131 and 1. Taylor Doyle, a nice patient drive there, tracking along in the 2-hole, along with the 2, Money on the Beach and Jason Hughes. They were sitting 3 through that hot early pace there at the half. Like I say, minute 1/5, 131 and 1. Taylor Doyle makes his move around the last turn, and down the stretch, this 2-year-old filly by Wickedly Sinful is going to reach up and go right on by here in deep stretch and get it done as they do go back to back. A perfect 2 for 2 here on Prince Edward Island, and we'll see Wickedly Sinful and Taylor Doyle back in that Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle in just a moment.
Well, the McWicket filly has enjoyed her short time on PEI. She goes back to back to the winner's circle here in Summerside on this Tuesday night. Wickedly Sinful, pacing Brown Filly 2 by McWicket. Off the Intrepid Sealster Dam, spouting off. Owned by Robin Lodgeness of Summerside, trained and driven. A victory by Taylor Doyle, and she'll pace to a new record tonight of 2:01 and a 1/5. Wickedly Sinful opens up a Tuesday night at Summerside.
This race replay is brought to you by Syntrack Print and Graphic. Here they come, and it's Syntrack for the win with exceptional print products, exceptional graphic design services, and exceptional value. Syntrack Print and Graphics, 902-892-7719.
Here's the official results now in race 1. Paints Pride 4th, Money on the Beach 3rd, Wickedly Sinful the winner. Beach Day was 7th, Dusty Lane Farrell 5th, Windermere Arts was 6th, McKello Hanover 8th, Talk Some Smack was 2nd. They went 29-4, 1 minute 1, 131-1, and the mile 2:01-1. In review, it's 431, 756, 82. Wickedly Sinful paid $280. Exactor $210. Triactor 1970 and the Superfecta $58.80.
The Atlanta Classic Sale Committee would like to provide an update to our consigners and buyers concerning the 2022 Atlanta Classic yearling sale and Hurricane Fiona, and they are pleased to report that the sale facilities at Crapo were not damaged by the hurricane, and they will be proceeding with the sale on October 7th at 2 p.m. as originally scheduled. And to watch the sale online and register to bid, you can visit liveauctions.tv, and to view all of the information on the horses in the sale, visit atlantaclassic.com, and the committee looks forward to welcoming you to the sale as they kick off what will be an exciting weekend of Atlantic Breeders' Crown racing.
Tonight's second race is the John Stewart Memorial. There will be a trackside presentation. On parade, one is Get Home Terry, owned by Edgar Stewart and Tyler McDonald of Ellerslie. Trained by Edgar Stewart, Dale Spence drives. My Ambrose 2 is owned by Carl and Jason McDougall of Ellerslie, trained by Carl McDougall. David Dowling will drive. Adam Murner does the post parade. Heart and Guts number 3, owned by Shirlene O'Brien of Campbellton, Devin Wallace training and driving. For the Captain Jack, owned by Paul and Jack McDonald of Goulds, Newfoundland, trained by Jeff Wallace, Jacob Sweet drives. Five, the Yin Yang has Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat for owner-trainer Alan Gregory, Charlottetown. Shifting Views 6 is owned and trained by Paul Conway of Bonjaw, Zach Conway, above the wheels. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's second race. The early pick 4 starts now, and after this race, we'll feature the matinee final D division. Carson Wilkie will be joining me here in the booth.
And there is a look at our early pick 4 tickets. I'm going to go with a 5-3, 6-8 backstretch beat, going with a 2-2, 6-1. And classifier's choice for the pick 4 is 5-2, 6-8. Along with the early pick 4, we have Exactor, Superfecta, Tractor, Wager and Win Play Show, and that Wild Horses Tag Jackpot, as always, is $25. This is the John Stewart Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for the presentation with the winner of this race. And the winner, I think, of this race is the 5, the Yin Yang, owned by Alan Gregory of Charlottetown. Alan Gregory is the trainer, and Kenny Murphy, the regular pilot. He is on board tonight, and the Yin Yang dropping in class. Last race at the 9:01 level, only beaten at 2 and change in 2 minutes, 2 fifths. Third prior to that at the 11:01 level for Jason Hughes. Race timed in 57 and 4. That was a real good effort. So dropping down to the 4:01s, our bottom class here on the island. The Yin Yang is going to be really tough to beat. He's got good gate speed. So I'm going to look for Murphy to be really aggressive off the wings and get to the front, control it, and go right down the road. That's the way I see it shaking out here in the second. 1-4 currently on the Yin Yang. Okay, there's a look at the 6, Shifting Views, owned by Paul Conway of Boncha. Zach Conway going to do the driving, and Shifting Views puts together a mile like he did 6 back. He's going to be the one in the winner's circle after this race. That trip, 55 and 2 for Corey McPherson. Closing quarter, 28 and 3, and that is his lifetime best. And he did it just 6 starts ago. So he's put together some decent miles since then. 58 and 4 for Corey McPherson, 4 back, and then in his second last start, he was race time 59 and 3 for Zach Conway. So we'll see how he does here from post 6, but he's got some high speed, and post 6 in this small field, he could be part of the ticket. Good price, 14-1. And now we're getting a look at the 1, Get Home Terry. I like Get Home Terry to round out my triactor ticket, owned by Edgar Stewart and Tyler McDonald. Edgar is the trainer, and Dale Spence will do the driving. Third last time out from the rail at this exact same level. He got off the gate really well, got rewarded with that 2-hole ride, ended up third by 11 1/4, and was race timed in 58 and 3 and behind Tyler's Beach Boy and Instant Shadow. So he has the rail here again tonight. I'm looking for a similar trip up close to the lead, maybe following the Yin Yang. And if he can get that 2-hole ride, he could be part of this triactor ticket. Right now, 8-1. field for race 2 is lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is the John Stewart Memorial. Let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Get home, Terry, my Ambrose, Heart and Guts, the Captain Jack, the Yin Yang, and Shifting Views on the gate. Second race. Top of the stretch. John Stewart Memorial. John from Mount Pleasant, landed in Fredericton, stayed there till the end. Trackside presentation in this one. There they go. Off end facing the Yin Yang is coming from the outside to take the lead into the turn. My Ambrose is second. Get home Terry on the rail third. Around the turn and racing from fourth. On the inside, the Captain Jack. Now racing from fifth is Shifting Views, trailing the field. Heart and Guts all on the back stretch to the opening quarter. The Yin Yang for Kenny Murphy, the leader. Second is Get Home Terry. My Ambrose dropped in third, racing from fourth. That's the Captain Jack. On the cones, fifth is Shifting Views, trailing the field. Heart and Guts is sixth. They arrived at that opening quarter, led by the Yin Yang in line to Kenny Murphy. Racing from second on the turn to Get Home Terry. There's the quarter. It's up in 28 and 3. Off the turn they come, and the backfield's in motion now. On the front end, the Yin Yang, the leader. Get Home Terry is second. My Ambrose third. Shifting Views is underway. Fourth on the outside. Racing from fifth, the Captain Jack. Then in sixth, on the outside is Heart and Guts. On past the opening half mile, the Yin Yang is the leader in 59 and 4. Racing from second is Get Home Terry. Shifting Views has taken over third. My Ambrose at the rail fourth. Heart and Guts moving up fifth. Now the trailer, that is the Captain Jack. The three quarters comes next, and the Yin Yang will get him there. Get Home Terry races from second. My Ambrose third. Up fourth on the outside is Heart and Guts. Shifting Views fifth. The Captain Jack sixth. Three quarters in 1:30 and 2. Arriving at the 7/8, the Yin Yang, the leader. Coming to the outside, Get Home Terry is second. Heart and Guts now third. My Ambrose fourth. To the wire they come next, and the Yin Yang makes every call a winning one for Kenny Murphy. Second is Get Home Terry. My Ambrose rallied up third. Time for the mile in 2 minutes flat.
Yeah, the Yin Yang was a lock in here in race 2. He went right down the road here for Kenny Murphy on the dropping class, dropping down out of the 901s. He'd been racing consistently at the 1351, so down here at the bottom level, Kenny Murphy super aggressive as I thought, and right down the road, half 59 and 4, 130 and 2. Nice trip, closing it out 29 and 3, gets it done in 2 minutes flat. I thought Get Home Terry and Dale Spence would get that 2-hole ride, and they do hang around for second, and My Ambrose getting up for third. They sat 3 early for David Dowling. They were trying their best on the outside there past the 8th. They had to go to plan B, getting that 3-hole, and they finished third in here. But it is the Yin Yang on the drop and pop here in race 2, the John Stewart Memorial. They'll be trackside with the winner. Family and friends will be there for the presentation, and we'll see the Yin Yang back in that Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle in just a moment.
Summerside Raceway's dash winning drivers so far as the meet starts to wind down is Kenny Murphy, and Kenny's about to add to his win total as he moves into the winner's circle with number 5, the Yin Yang. Bay pacing gelding 4, but thinking out loud. From the Rock and Roll Hanover Dam, Rockin' Alice, owned and trained by Alan Gregory of Charlottetown, driven to victory by Kenny Murphy for 1 mile and 2 minutes. The Yin Yang in the second. Down to trackside we go. The John Stewart Memorial Trackside Cooler Presentation. Friends and family joining us on this Tuesday night here at historic Summerside. The Yin Yang in 2 minutes.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. The top tier of Atlantic Canadian stallions have their hooves planted firmly at Windermere Farms in Springville, PEI. When breeding an Atlantic Canadian champion, look no further than Malicious, Legion of Honor, Source of Pride, and Somewhere Fancy. Go to windermerefarbspei.weebly.com for more information.
Now the official results in the second. Get Home Terry was second, My Ambrose third. Hard and Gotch fourth, the Captain Jack sixth. The Yin Yang, the winner. Shifting Views was fifth. They went 28-3, 59-4, 130-2, and the mile was 2 minutes. From the top, 234, 615. The Yin Yang paid 330. The Exactor was 1210. The Triactor 1570. Superfecta was 439, and the Early Daily Double paid 380. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have the first of 2 matinee finals. The entries are listed in the program after race number 2. And Carson Wilkie is in the booth, and Carson has the call.
Division D of the matinee finals. Number 1 is Maple Grove Staff, owned and driven by Cy Poirier. Number 2 is Dumas Walker, owned by Jackie Hefferman. The driver is Miles Hefferman Jr. Number 3, Sporty Spice, owned and driven by Sylvia Andrews. And number 4 is RJ Dreams, owned by Robert and Jenny Parsons. The driver is Kyle DeRoche.
Okay, we got the Division D matinee final on track. Post one is Maple Grove Seth, 17-year-old mare by Race in Hanover, out of the Sample Fella Dam Maple Grove Futura, owned and driven tonight by Cy Poirier. Cy Poirier, a veteran driver of the matinee program, and is a multiple-time winner of the Byron Gamester Dedication Award and Horsemanship Award. And from post two, we have Dumas Walker, 11-year-old gelding by Western Success, out of the Arts Place Dam. I'm a Realist, driven tonight by Miles Heffernan Jr. Miles Heffernan Jr. will make his first appearance in the Matinee Finals Championship, and this horse is owned by Jackie Heffernan. And from post three, we have Sporty Spice, a 4-year-old mare by Sports Writer out of the Western Hanover Dam, Keystone Treasure, owned and driven tonight by Sylvia Andrews. And this is Sylvia Andrews' first season of driving and her first appearance in the Matinee Finals Championship. And then from post four, in this D final, we have RJ Dreams, a 3-year-old filly by Cougar Hall out of the Nukes Victory Dam. Dream Spinner and Kyle Darash will be doing the drive, and Kyle Darash is a veteran of the Matinee program and won a division of the Matinee Finals Championship with this filly's mother, Dream Spinner, in 2018. And here they go. They're going to roll up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. This is the D Matinee Final, and let's send it up to Carson Wilkie for the call.
Class D of the Matinee Finals. From the rail out, we have Maple Grove Steph, Do Miss Walker, Sporty Spice, and RJ Dreams. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing. Do Miss Walker will leave. And on the outside, Sporty Spice. Third around the turn is RJ Dreams. And the trailer, Maple Grove Steph, off stride on the outside when Sporty Spice. The lead in the opening quarter, the veteran pacer, is Do Miss Walker and Miles Heffernan Jr. Second is RJ Dreams. Third is Maple Grove Steph. And then your trailer is Sporty Spice. The leader by a couple lengths on the front is Do Miss Walker. He was past the opening quarter. Second, RJ Dreams. Third is Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer is Sporty Spice. The quarter was up in 31-4. All alone on the lead here is Do Miss Walker, and he's down the lane for time one. Second is RJ Dreams. Third is Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer, that is Sporty Spice, halfway home, and Do Miss Walker is the leader for Heffernan Jr. Second is RJ Dreams. Third, Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer is still Sporty Spice, halfway home, and they were there in 104-2. Round the turn, the leader, Do Miss Walker. Second is RJ Dreams. Third, Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer, Sporty Spice. Up the backstretch they go, and it's all Do Miss Walker. Second is RJ Dreams. Third, and edging to the outside, that is Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer is Sporty Spice. It's all Do Miss Walker. He was past the opening three quarters. Second, RJ Dreams. Third, Maple Grove Steph. Then the trailer, that is Sporty Spice. 3/4 and 1, 38 2/5. Then the leader is Do Miss Walker. Second, that is RJ Dreams. Third, that is Maple Grove Steph. And then the trailer, Sporty Spice. Down the stretch they come, and it's all Do Miss Walker. The veteran pacer coming down the lane in Class D of the Matinee Finals, and that's Do Miss Walker for Miles Heffernan Jr. Second will go to RJ Dreams. Third, Maple Grove Steph. Time of the mile, 2:14 flat.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the universal slow-mo of the stretch drive here, and it was all Dumas Walker, the 11-year-old gelding by Western Success. He still knows how to get to the winner's circle. This guy right on the front end on a mission. He romps here for Heffernan Jr. Nice trip here, 31 and 4, 104 and 2, 138 and 2, 214 the mile. This guy was on cruise control here tonight. He gets it done up against RJ Dreams and Maple Grove Seth, followed by Sporty Spice. But it is Dumas Walker and Heffernan Jr. to win the D Matinee Final here in Summerside. Dumas Walker heading back to the Woodmere Standardbreds winner's circle. What a career. He's had 38 lifetime victories, almost 200,000 in the bank, a lifetime record of 153 at Scioto, and the old guy still knows how to get it done, and he'll be back in the winner's circle in just a moment.
Well, the class certainly rose to the top here in the first matinee final on this Tuesday night here in Summerside, as my colleague Mr. Hughes just alluded to, a 38-time winner. Record of 53, $200,000 in the bank. Quite a resume for this going-away winner, Dumas Walker, the 11-year-old pacing gelding by Western Success off the Arch Place Dam. I'm a Realist, on with Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. Miles Heffernan Jr. had him on top at every call, and the going-away winner is home in 204 flat. Down at trackside, we have the cooler presentation for the matinee final D division. Dumas Walker and Miles Jr. in 214.
Is the official result from the Class D division. Maple Grove Steph third, Dumas Walker the winner, Sporty Spice fourth, RJ Dream second, 31 and 4, 104 and 2, 138 and 2, end time mile 214 flat.
Okay, the D matinee final in the books, and the winner is Dumas Walker. The C final is going to go after race 4 this evening. In race 3, here are our selections for the third race, just 4 minutes to post. I'm going to go with a 3-5-2 backstretch beat, going with a 2-5-4. Classifier's choice is 2-3-4, and the post parade will be coming up in just a moment.
third race on the track for the post parade. Watch Him Treasure 1 is owned by Windermere Farms at Springvale and Harris Johnson of Charlottetown, trained by Earl Watts. David Dowling will drive. Zach Conway does the post parade. Shake Me Up Hanover number 2 is owned by Colin Shepard of Brackley Beach. Colin does the driving. Morgan Shepard trains. St. Lad's Skip number 3 owned by Brendan Mullen, Dean Lewis, and Josh O'Hanley, trained by Brendan Mullen, Dale Spence. Jafar Dulac number 4 owned by Frank Banks of Summerside and Jason Williams of McNeil's Mills. Frank is the trainer, driven by Adam Murner. 5 is Overwatch, owned by Albert Hickox of South Freetown, trained by Dwayne McCacker and Corey McPherson. Here comes Emmett, wears number 6, owned and trained by Melvin Gamester of Hunter River. Jason Hughes drives. Down to your final call for wagering on tonight's third race. The Atlantic Breeders' Crown Weekend comes up this Thanksgiving weekend. More information coming up for the special countdown to the Weekend of Champions on our social media platforms.
The 2022 Atlantic Classic Yearling Sale will be held at the Crapo Exhibition Grounds on Friday, October 7th at 2 p.m. Good luck to all the consigners and buyers participating in the Atlantic Classic Sale. The search for your next champion starts here.
Race 3 on track, and here's a good look at my top choice here in race 3. That is the 3 St. Lad's Skip, owned by Brendan Mullen, Dean Lewis, and Josh O'Hanley. 4-year-old horse by Sunshine Beach. Brendan the trainer, and Dale Spence going to do the driving. Just a one-time winner from 13 starts this year. A mark of 2:01 and 1:5 for 13 in the top 3. But putting together some real nice miles. How about that trip 3 back with Spence in the bike, second by a length and a half, and race timed in 1:56 flat, and then last time out, 4th and 58 flat for Spence. Spence gets along good with this horse. I think Brendan Mullen could have a big night here in Summerside. He's got his other mare, Better Be in Love, going tonight as well. She's got a real good shot. I'm just playing a hunch here. I like the price right now, 8-1 right now on St. Lad's Skip. And now we're getting a look at the 5 here. Overwatch. Overwatch making a bridle change tonight, going from blind to blinkers. So he's got the blinkers on tonight. 4-year-old gelding by He's Watching, owned by Albert Hickox of South Freetown, PEI, and Dwayne McEachran is the trainer. How about that trip last time out, rallying to be 3rd? Just missed, beat 3/4 of a length, race time to 1:58 flat. 3rd prior to that, 57 and 3, and then 3rd 3 back in 58 and 4. Putting together some real nice miles. I like the bridle change, going with the blinkers here tonight. I think Overwatch could definitely be part of this ticket. Currently the favorite at 8-5. Paraded as the chalk choice, now sitting at 9-2. That is the 2 Shake Me Up Hanover, 4-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Colin Shepard doing the driving for trainer Morgan Shepard, and Colin is the owner from Brackley Beach. A winner 2 back right on the front end, 58 and 3. Third by length last week in 58 flat. A nice trip 3 back in 57 flat, rallying to be second on that day. Closed it out 29 flat. Putting together some real nice miles. It's a nice looking 4-year-old for Shepherd, and he's got a real good shot in here as well. Post 2 is going to help him. I like it. And I think he can be part of the ticket for sure. He could even win it. And a real nice price here if you don't want to play that 8-5 favorite. 7-2 right now on Shake Me Up Hanover. The field for the third race, lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Back over to track announcer, Vance Cameron.
Watch Him Treasure, Shake Me Up Hanover, St. Lad Skip, Jafar Delac, Overwatch, and here comes Emmett. Top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. The rough and pacing Overwatch and Jafar Delac are the first two out. In at the rail third is Watch Him Treasure. Then between horses Shake Me Up Hanover fourth. On the turn in fifth is St. Lad Skip. And trailing, that's Here Comes Emmett. So the quarter pole bound Jafar Delac is the leader. Shake Me Up Hanover now coming to the outside. Third up the rail is Overwatch. Off stride went Watch Him Treasure. Oh, a little tussle on up front. How's about a rare Tuesday night brouhaha going on right here at Old Summerside. From the outside, Shake Me Up Hanover on to take over the lead. Up at 29 and 4 opener. Jafar Delac is second, watching it all in third. That's Overwatch. St. Lad Skip is fourth. Here comes Emmett fifth in the backfield. Watch Him Treasure trails. They'll arrive at the opening half mile next, led by Shake Me Up Hanover. Here comes St. Lad Skip, rushing up on the outside to challenge that leader. Jafar Delac's in the pocket third. Here comes Emmett, takes over fourth. Overwatch is fifth. Then the trailer, Watch Him Treasure, 59 and 3 for half a mile. Consecutive 29 and 4 splits. They go to the back stretch for the final time. 3/4 next. Shake Me Up Hanover on the rail. The challenger on the outside is St. Lad Skip. In the pocket, Jafar Delac third. Fourth on the outside is Here Comes Emmett. Overwatch a contending fifth. And the trailer, Watch Him Treasure, the 3/4 up in 1:29 and 4 with an 8 left to go. Shake Me Up Hanover, the leader. St. Lad Skip on the outside, just a neck away. Third up the rail, Jafar Delac. Deep stretch now. Shake Me Up Hanover. St. Lad Skip comes up to get it all for Spence. Second, that Shake Me Up Hanover. Jafar Delac is third in 1:58.2.
I thought he'd be good tonight. I just thought the class set up real nice for him. And he had a good post 3, and Spence drove him perfectly. That is the 3, St. Lad Skip. The 2 had to earn the front. He got there a little late, 59 and 3, and then 129 and 4. He was still leading, but right on his tail was the 3, St. Lad Skip, and they're going to battle around the last turn and down the stretch, and St. Lad Skip's going to reach up here in deep stretch to get it for Spence. Nice trip, 1:58 and 2, and that's a new record for the 4-year-old Sunshine Beach horse, and it's his second win on the campaign, and it's his third win of life. He was good here tonight. He gets it done, and we'll see him back in the Woodmere Standardbreds winner's circle next.
St. Lad Skip arriving at the third race winner's circle, facing Brown Stallion. The 4-year-old son of Sunshine Beach is off the Real Desire Dam. Real City Blues, owned by Brendan Mullen, Dean Lewis, and Josh O'Hanley, trained by Brendan Mullen. Dale Spence in the driver's seat will guide him to a new pacing record tonight of 158 and 2. St. Lad Skip in the third.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome an opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and in the U.S. We also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email sd.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results from the third. Watch him Treasure 6, Shake Me Up Hanover second. St. Lad Skip the winner. Jafar Dulac was third. Overwatch finished fourth. Here Comes Emmett fifth. Fractions up 29 and 4, 59 and 3, 129 and 4, and the mile 158 and 2. In review, it's 6, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. St. Lad Skip paid $7.20. Exactor 18.10. Triactor 34.60 and the Superfecta 9.73.
The Atlantic Invitational Series Road to the Premier's Cup began with the Walterdale at EPR, with events around the Maritimes, including the Governor's Plate, Lindsay Cup, Premier's Pace, Goguen Memorial, the Conroy at Truro, and just last Saturday with the Reliable Motors Richard Campbell Memorial. And the Atlantic Invitational Premier's Cup comes up on October 9th at Charlottetown. Okay, the one is scratched in this upcoming fourth race, so I'm going to adjust my ticket. I'm going to go with a 6-5-2 in here. I like the 2 for third now.